Hi guys, it's me Ria and welcome back to my channel. So as you may have already read in the title, today I'm going to be reviewing K Beauty's Hydrating Foundation. So if you're interested, then please continue watching. So K Beauty has launched its hydrating foundation in 20 different shades. It retails for rupees 1200, which is a little steep. मतलब अगर आप लोकल ब्रांड्स देखेंगे, लोकल नहीं इंडियन ब्रांड्स देखेंगे जैसे लैक्मे, तो उसका फाउंडेशन मैक्सिमम 700-800 रुपीज़ तक होता है. बट दिस वन रिटेल्स फॉर 1200, विच इज़ अ वेरी स्टीप प्राइस. इट कम्स इन 20 डिफरेंट शेड्स, विच इज़ अ गुड थिंग बिकॉज यूजुअली अगर आप लैक्मे का फाउंडेशन रेंज देखेंगे मैक्सिमम 5-6 शेड्स में वो खत्म हो जाता है. मतलब लैक्मे तो भूल ही गया है कि इंडिया में देर आर पीपल ऑफ डीपर स्किन टोन्स, विच के ब्यूटी हैज़ नॉट फॉरगॉटन. सो 20 शेड्स I would say it's a big thing for starting. मतलब अगर start में 20 shades launch कर रहे हो, then we can definitely expect much more shades from them in the future. So it's a good thing. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. जो उनका normal logo है वो printed है, and this is how the actual bottle looks like. So the bottle is glass bottle and it also comes with a pump. So again, plus point for that. At the bottom of the bottle they have mentioned the manufacturing date, the expiry date, as well as the shade number, which is perfect because आप like मेरा तो ऐसे ही होता है, आउटर कार्टन तो मैं फेंक ही देती हूँ. सो अगर आपके बॉटल पे ही ये सारा डिटेल्स मेंशन्ड है, सो इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग बिकॉज यू देन नो when the expiry date is there and you can discard by that time. So thumbs up for the packaging. I really like the packaging. काफ़ी sleek है, अच्छा है. एंड नाउ इसके क्लेम्स मैं यहाँ पे मेंशन कर दूँगी बिकॉज इट मेक्स नो सेंस टू रीड इट थ्रू. आपने ऑलरेडी पढ़ लिया होगा. सो दीज आर द क्लेम्स. So this is how the foundation number looks like. The first is the foundation shade number. N stands for the undertones. N stands for neutral. There's also Y, which stands for yellow, and then there is also P that stands for pink undertone, and the last one is the skin tone. So they have written that it is enriched with avocado and mango butter. Now this being a hydrating foundation, I am assuming it is more targeted towards dry skin beauties. I have dry skin, so naturally मेरे लिए तो I think it should work, but we'll see that in the demo part. The shade that I have chosen for myself is 170 White Tan. Now if you go to ask me my MAC shade, I was using MAC NC 43.5 earlier, but थोड़ा सा मेरा tan थोड़ा सा निकल चुका है. So NC 42 also kind of suits me well as of now. So if you're anywhere between NC 42 and above 43.5 tak, then the shade 170 White Tan will suit perfectly for you. I am wearing it currently and as you can see it's a perfect shade match for me. So I think without rambling much, I think मैंने already काफ़ी बात कर लिया है. Let's directly jump into the demo. Okay guys, so as you can see I do not have anything on my face right now. I've just applied my moisturizer and now I'm going to apply primer. So for primer I am using my Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and I'm not going to apply it all over my face. I'm just going to apply it on my forehead because that is where I do have a lot of fine lines. So I'm just going to apply it right here. It also gives sort of a blurring effect to the skin, so I really like using it on my forehead. So next I'm going to apply an orange corrector because I have a lot of pigmentation around my mouth area. I want to give this foundation a fair chance, so I'm using an orange corrector so that the foundation doesn't look ashy on me. So now that we have applied our orange corrector, it's time to test the foundation. So first I'm just going to take about a pump of this foundation at the back of my hand. So as you can see, it's a pretty thick foundation. It's not like dripping or anything, so it's pretty thick in texture. So first I'm going to dot the right side of my face. So I've used half of it on the right side of my face, and the balance we'll use it on the left side. So first, so for the right side I'm going to be using a brush like this, and on the left side we'll use a beauty blender and see. So let's start blending. So the shade match is pretty good. Like, I would say it is like a bang on match for me. If you see, I'm somewhere between NC 42 and 43.5. I think previously I was using NC 43.5, but I got rid of my little tan that I had. So even NC 42 right now is suiting me well. So if you're my skin tone, I think NC up to NC 43.5, this shade, which is let me see, 170 white tan, will suit perfectly for you. Wow. Okay, so this is one layer of the foundation using a brush on the right side of my face. It definitely is looking very hydrating. Like, my skin definitely has a shine. If you see, it has got a beautiful shine. But in terms of the coverage, like, this is just somewhere between light coverage, I would say, because my pigmentation and my spots are still visible, if you can see. So this coverage, I would just call it like a medium coverage. I am going to apply a second layer and see if this coverage is buildable and whether it covers my spots or not. So before I apply the second layer of the foundation on the right side of my face, I do want to test it out with a sponge. So first we'll apply it with a sponge on the left side, and then we'll go with the second layer. So I'm just applying it like so, dotting it all over my face. Alright, so I'm now going to use the beauty blender and bounce it on my skin. Coverage wise, I think both do give equal sort of coverage. I don't think this gives any less or this gives any more or so. Okay, but I do notice now that it's been a little like few minutes I've applied this foundation, जो पहले जो shine दिख रहा था आपको हल्का सा थोड़ा सा वो matte हो गया है on this side, and see this side it's still like little dewy, and this has become slightly matte, if you can see. Okay, so you know, within a few minutes of application this does settle down into a little matte finish. जो पहले एकदम जैसे ये देख रहे हो आप एकदम dewy दिख रहा था, वैसा नहीं होता है. After a few minutes it does settle down. But yeah, in terms of the coverage, this is one layer of the foundation, right side with my brush, left side with a beauty blender, and this coverage is somewhere about medium coverage, I would say. Now we'll go with a second layer of foundation, and this time I'm just going to use my normal brush for the entire face.
Okay, so there we have applied a second layer of the foundation.
Okay, I did notice something. When I'm trying to blend the second layer of the foundation with the brush, it is looking a little bit like streaky. If you see here, it's looking a little bit streaky. guys, so this is 2 layers of the foundation on my face. As you can see, my skin definitely looks a lot more better. मतलब एक हल्का सा एक शाइन अभी भी है and it's just looking skin like at the same time. मतलब एकदम जैसे मैंने 2 layers of the foundation लगाया हुआ है, but still it's not looking like very heavy, or it does not feel heavy on my skin. It feels like skin like. So I'm really impressed with that. And even my skin is looking much more hydrated. एक हल्का सा शाइन जैसे आप लोग देख रहे हैं, but definitely I think हमें इसे सेट करना ही पड़ेगा because Mumbai is very hot, and if I have to wear this foundation for like the next 6 to 8 hours, I cannot leave this like that. I have to set it with a compact or a loose powder. So coming to my thoughts, I think it's a beautiful foundation for dry skin people. I need to check after the wear test how my skin feels, because if I have dry skin and if it works well for me, definitely dry skin के लिए तो thumbs up. But if it becomes too oily for my skin, तो I think oily skin people के लिए तो बिल्कुल ही avoid करना पड़ेगा. So we'll see that after the wear test. But for now, I think my skin definitely looks good. Now I am going to finish my entire face and be right back. Hi guys, so finally I'm back. I did apply my blush, highlighter and contour, and still the foundation is looking amazing. I did also powder this foundation because it's a hydrating foundation, so throughout the course of the day it is going to get a little bit more dewy after I sweat and all. So I just wanted to give this a fair chance, तो मैंने हल्का सा इसको अपने face को powder भी कर दिया है, and the foundation is looking beautiful. If you see, my skin is looking nice, smooth. Texture थोड़े हल्के दिख रहे हैं, मतलब उतना enhance नहीं हो रहा है. यूजुअली आपने देखा होगा मेरे डेमो पार्ट में मुझे कितना सारा पिगमेंटेशन और टेक्सचर इश्यूज है, तो कभी कभार कुछ हाइड्रेटिंग फाउंडेशंस दे टेंड टू exaggerate those textures, but surprisingly with this foundation वो texture उतने नहीं दिख रहे हैं. Yeah, if you guys ask me whether to buy this foundation or not, I think it's definitely a go ahead from my side. प्राइस से अगर आप कंफर्टेबल है, थोड़ा सा आपके पास if you are willing to shell out 1200 rupees, then I'm sure this foundation is not going to disappoint you at all. That is definitely a guarantee from my side. You are going to like this foundation for sure. Hi guys, so I am back. तो मैंने अपना just lipstick touch up किया है and eyelashes मैंने निकाल दिए पहले because they were so heavy. So yeah, this is my face after 6 hours of wearing this foundation. तो like you can see हल्का सा वो, because I was थोड़ा सा sweating, तो हल्का सा वो oiliness निकल रहा है, बढ़ रहा है, बट आई हैव नॉट टच्ड अप एट ऑल. मतलब मैंने बिल्कुल अपने फेस को हाथ ही नहीं लगाया है, सो बिल्कुल भी मैंने टचअप किया नहीं है. सो विदाउट टचअप दिस इज़ हाउ माई स्किन लुक्स. तो अगर आप ऑयली ड्राई स्किन है तो आई थिंक विद टचअप इट शुड वर्क प्रीटी वेल फॉर यू. अगर मैं हल्का सा इसको ब्लॉट करके पाउडर कर दूँ तो इट शुड वर्क प्रीटी वेल. इफ़ यू आर एन ऑयली स्किन टाइप, आई थिंक यू वुड रिक्वायर रेगुलर टचअप्स, बिकॉज ये थोड़ा सा स्वेट के बाद शाइनी हो जाता है. सो फॉर ऑयली स्किन पीपल यू वुड डेफिनेटली रिक्वायर रेगुलर टचअप्स, बिकॉज आपका स्किन ज़्यादा ऑयली हो सकता है. सो या दैट्स दैट, बट आई थिंक फॉर ड्राई स्किन it just works amazing, and I pretty much like how my skin looks even after 6 hours. This is how my skin looks. So yeah, I think if you ask me, you should definitely go ahead and buy this product. So yeah, that's it for this video guys. I hope you did like this video. अगर आप मुझे पहली बार देख रहे हैं तो हाय, मेरा नाम रिया है और मैं काफ़ी सारा ब्यूटी कंटेंट बनाती हूँ. तो अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आए तो प्लीज़ लाइक कर दीजिए और सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और वो बेल आइकन को भी क्लिक कर दीजिए. इससे आपको मेरे नेक्स्ट वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाएगा. So that's it for this video. I hope to see you soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye.